Hi. I don't really know what this video is going to be. I just felt like filming, which is also why I'm in complete potato mode. Cause, oh my god. I have not, taken a shower yet, or put on some nice clothes or anything, just, well, not quite how I woke up, but almost. Today I don't have work. Today I want to do some stuff. Maybe take a walk. Maybe drive somewhere and take a walk there. I don't know yet. But as I said, I felt like filming, so I guess this is going to be a vlog of what I am doing today. And I'm sorry if you can hear my neighbors. For some reason they always decide that they want to have a nice loud chat whenever I'm filming, especially when I'm filming ASMR, but also when I'm just like regularly filming. But maybe talking at normal volume might be enough that you can't really hear it. I sure hope so. Yeah, so you can probably also hear my clock ticking, right? why am I telling you this? Either you can hear it or you don't. I'm gonna stop myself here. Okay, I need to take care of some stuff. I have a to-do list. I may or may not take you along for cooking. I don't know yet, because in case you've never tried, filming cooking videos is like it's a lot of effort, actually. At least if you want to make it look nice, because you have to film from different angles that don't get in your way, where you don't stand in front of the camera, but also the camera can't just get like full of oil and water and stuff that explodes from your pan. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. I have attempted it like way back when, and then I just stopped and never did that again. But maybe today, I don't know yet. And I may just take you along for a walk if the weather is steady, because right now the sun is not out. It is really dark outside, but it's not raining. And I'm not gonna film outside in the rain for obvious reasons. Like, I would take a walk in the rain, I don't mind. I can do that, but I'm not gonna film in the rain. Like, I don't want my phone to get wet. So yeah. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna take you along today because I feel like it. I hope you enjoy, I guess. Alright. By the way, this is why I'm not wearing glasses when I'm filming with my new ring light. I hate this. I wish I didn't do that, because I love wearing my glasses. I love being able to properly see, right? I'm farsighted, so that means that I can't see things that are very close to me very well unless I'm wearing my glasses, right? Stuff far off, no problem. Stuff right here, big problem. So yeah, well, not that big of a problem, to be honest. Like, it could be much worse, but it gives me a headache after a while, so not a fan of that. I mean, it's kind of hypnotic doing this. Could I film an ASMR video just about this? Probably. Would anyone watch it? Me? Okay, I should probably stop now. And this is me filming the most boring bit, I guess, and I don't know why I filmed it, and I don't know why I keep it in, but I do. So I just got ready for the day, I took a shower, I'm going to dry my hair, and you know, all the rest of it, and yeah, I filmed that for some reason. I guess I'm just so used to filming in my bathroom due to all the hair-related videos that it didn't even occur to me to not film this, but yeah. Here you can watch me dry my hair and style it, which I will admit I'm not the best at styling my hair. It is what it is. I don't know if I'll ever get the hang of it, especially since right now I'm trying to grow it out, but whatever. I just do the best I can. And as you can tell, I did go for a walk. We have forest basically around the city, and you can just drive out and visit different parts of it. We have a lot of nice paths, some of them big like this one, and some of them small like the ones we will get to. And I did quite enjoy it because, well, it did not rain. It was supposed to, but it did not. So that was great. And I'm just going to leave you with a few impressions before I talk to you later sitting down in the woods. These are actually invasive here. I mean, they look super pretty, but they spread. And it's actually a huge problem because they get quite big and leave little nutrients or light for other plants. Look, there's a path, but it's a mystery path, for it leads nowhere. Just a wall. So I actually found a seat that isn't too damp to sit on, but I can't sit on it for long because it's still damp. Does that make sense? As you can see, it doesn't matter that I style my hair because it's kind of cool outside and I had to wear a hat because I have very cold sensitive ears. So much for that. Not that it matters anyway. But yeah, it's nice and quiet except for the cars. I don't know if my phone camera microphone thingy is picking up the cars, but that you can always hear the cars, like in the entire forest we have here around. You'd have to get pretty deep in, and even then, depending on where you are, you might just get the cars from the other side, because part of it is just like, you know, around the city, so You have like the city cars on one side and the highway cars on the other side. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm used to it. I guess that's the price that you pay for living in a city. What's the difference between a town and a city? Like, how many inhabitants does it have for it to be a city? Because I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I do live in a town. No idea. But yeah, I haven't walked this path in a while. I do tend to stick to certain routes because I am kind of lazy, I guess. But it's actually a little more quiet here. You're less likely to run into children because there's like several forest kindergartens here, because I mean, we have a town or a city here, and this is Germany and we love our forests, so obviously we're gonna have forest kindergartens and more than one of them, of course. So yeah, there's a lot of kids and I feel weird when there's a lot of kids around me when I'm not at work, because I have a lot of kids around me at work. That's like enough. I like to have a bit of peace and quiet in my private time so that I can do my job properly, because it takes actually a lot of energy. Like, I'm autistic. Working with people takes a shit ton of energy. It's still the best job for me, I guess. It's really difficult to find a job that you can do when you're autistic, unless you have a very specific special interest that somehow matches specifically with some job. Like, I guess if you're really into programming, you can just, do that. That's cool. That's amazing. But yeah, it was a huge struggle for me, starting with the fact that I also have some physical limitations. And yeah, now I do social work, and I love it. I really do. I love helping other people and hoping that they don't have to go through some shit that I had to go through, but it's very exhausting and I can't do it full time. And yeah, I need a lot of peace and quiet in my free time in order to be able to work at all. Wouldn't be able to do it otherwise. I can't have like drama or anything in my friendships. I can't deal with it. It's too much when I am also working, and there's 2 flies walking around on my sleeve. Hi. Why are you here? Do I smell nice? Anyway. So yeah, I like to go for walks, and I have a lot of hobbies that require you to sit down and do stuff with your hands, like crochet, drawing, stuff like that. Oh my god, the flies went into my hand and it's tickling. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, but that's actually quite difficult because I have issues with my hands, so I have to limit that, and I'm quite proud of myself for getting back into reading. I think a lot of kids that were like high performers in school and read like a shit ton of books came at a point in their lives where they weren't reading anything anymore, basically, because they had to read so much, like for school, for work, whatever you're doing. And yeah, that's what happened to me, and I got out of reading for fun for quite some time. Like, I would occasionally pick up a book or read a story or whatever, but yeah, I recently really got back into it. I would mainly read damn it, what do you call Sachbücher? Non-fiction books, okay? I would read non-fiction books. There we go. That was fine, but it takes forever, especially when I read them in English. Like, I can listen to English, no problem, but reading it takes actually a lot longer than reading in German. Like, it's a noticeable difference. Oh my god, the fly is tickling me so much. Oh my god. And oh, there's number 2. Hi. Yeah. That was too much. And yeah, so there's that. It's actually a little too warm for the hat now.
I also wear like a rain jacket and like a warm jacket and whatever, because it's like cold when you go out, but also it's too hot. It's autumn, so yeah. Sorry, gotta hold it with two hands so it doesn't flail around too much. So yeah, there's that, and going for walks or like riding a bike, and sometimes even just riding the train, and oftentimes getting out of the train and then taking a walk there. That's just like what I do. Hello. Um, in order to have some relaxing free time, I guess. But unfortunately, I still spend way too much time just, listening to a podcast, watching a video, whatever, and trying to find something to busy myself with, like crochet, or just cleaning, anything that I can do with my hands. Does that make sense? Because when you have a job that requires you to do a lot of emotional. Yes, three flies again. What? When you have a job that requires you to do a lot of like emotional labor or things that are exhausting to the brain, you have to think a lot. When I get home, I don't have the energy to do much more of that, which kind of sucks because I am also trying to finish a project that I started that has also cost me some money that would enable me to work as a type of therapist, and I want that to do like as a side job. And yeah, I'm not really progressing with that because that's more brain work to do, and brain don't have energy when I get home. And on the weekends I just kind of crash. And like it's not too bad, like I can still do the cleaning, the laundry, all the stuff that doesn't require you to actively think about it too much. So like I'm perfectly getting by, like I'm not complaining about that. I'm really glad that this is working just fine. But whenever I have something to do that requires a lot of thinking or emotional labor or whatever, I easily get stuck. Smaller tasks are okay, I can do them like within a week or something, but bigger things are just completely overwhelming, even though I could do them in little baby steps, right? But my brain does not work like that. Honestly, it is one of the reasons why I'm suspecting that I might not just be autistic but also have possibly ADHD. Like there is some overlap between the symptoms, and then there are some symptoms that could possibly be explained by autism and other stuff that I am dealing with, but could also fall into the ADHD category. And a lot of people who are autistic also have ADHD, and obviously the other way around. So it's not that unlikely, actually. But yeah, I don't have a diagnosis, and as of for now, I don't strive to get one because I don't think it would change much, to be honest. Like the autistic symptoms are the dominant ones, that's for sure. And yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a necessary thing, at least for now in my life. And there's so many flies. I get they probably really like the pink rain jacket, right? That's nice and bright. I think flies like that, right? Do they? I don't know. But yeah, so I'm kind of struggling with that. Like, it's not too bad. My brain doesn't feel like it's important, but rationally, I know that it is kind of important. Like, if I want to reach the goal of being able to work as a therapist, I have to do the stuff because otherwise I'm not allowed to do that. Like, in Germany, there are specific laws. Like, I could be a coach without going through any kind of training, but I can't be any type of therapist. Like, I cannot be like a, psychologischer Psychotherapeut. That's not going to happen because even though I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, you would need a master's degree to call yourself a psychologist, and then you have to go through a specific kind of training to be a proper psychotherapeut. So yeah, that's not going to happen. Like, I might do my master's degree at some point. I would love to do that at some point. But there are other ways to be a therapist, and I'm trying to do the training for one of those ways that's manageable for me. But as I said, now that I have a job, I mean, I've had a job for, well, almost 6 months now. Yay. Uh, but yeah, ever since I started, I haven't really gotten through a lot of the training, and that kind of sucks. But I'm still optimistic. I think I can still do it within the time limit that I have. Um, at least I hope so. But yeah, for now, I'm mostly using my free time to just handle having a job, I guess. That sounds so bad, but it's true. I think the vast majority of autistic people don't have a job at all because they just can't deal with it. And I understand that very much. It's only recently that I've got into any state of mind and physical health where I can hold a job at all. And I'm very grateful for that. Like, I love having my own income. That's just fantastic. And I also love being able to participate in society that way, you know? So, yeah, and I do understand that this is kind of a privileged thing to have, to experience when you're autistic. And I mean, even being autistic and not also having some kind of mental disability is kind of a privilege because the correlation between that is very high, right? And not to mention autistics who are nonverbal and stuff. So, like, I work with children who have issues, and that sometimes includes autism. And I've seen some cases where I'm like, God, I am very grateful that I'm not in their shoes. Because as much as they are exhausting to deal with, of course, for them it's even more exhausting having to deal with a ton of people who don't understand them. And I'm glad that I'm able to verbally communicate and very well at that. I mean, it's been a journey to be able to say things in a way that other people understand them, but I have the intellectual capacity to come pretty close to the type of communication that neurotypicals have amongst each other. I'm just a bit weird, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm very grateful for that. And yes, I am grateful to be able to hold a job at all and have a job that is meaningful to me and that is actually fun. Like, I enjoy this job even though it's very exhausting to me. And yeah, well, that was quite a rant. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I do spend a lot of my free time just going out for walks. I usually don't do that on days that I have to work because if I can, I like to reach my destination with a bike. So I have had my fresh air and movement and stuff, and I'm instead trying to have a workout routine. That would be very good for my joints and stuff. Yeah, working on that. I recently did that, and then I was so exhausted and in pain for several days. I'm not good at this stuff. I've been trying for years, and then there's always some major health issue that flares up, and then I have to stop completely or tone it down so much that I'm basically starting from the beginning all over again. It's super annoying. I just cross my fingers like that this doesn't happen again, and I managed to build some kind of strength. That would be great. But yeah, you might notice I am very optimistic about these things. That has been a lot of work. It didn't used to be this way. It was bad, very bad. Like, major depression and what have you. But I have some very supportive people around me. And I studied psychology, that is helpful, you know. And I've done a shit ton of work and kicked out some people who were not as supportive. And some of them left of their own accord. Because I was so negative. And so exhausting and autistic and whatnot. And like, that's a good thing that they left. Even though it hurt. And now I'm at a place where where I'm allowed to be optimistic because it's realistic for me to achieve things. But then again, I have also more realistic goals now, you know? I used to think that at some point everything would just get better and I would magically be like the other people and just manage my life. And that never happened. And there we go. Focus was weird. Sorry about that. And now that isn't the case anymore. And yeah. I get to be optimistic now. Like, because I have realistic goals and I may be able to reach them. Isn't that fantastic? And I have waffled for so long. I'm so sorry. I also want to apologize. Like, the audio quality is probably like really shit right now because I don't have a mic for outside. I don't have anything like I can just put on my clothing or anything. I may invest at a cheap one at some point, but not feeling that right now because when do I need it? Like, this is the first time I'm filming outside for this channel, at least. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I do this more often, I might invest in that. Until then, sorry for the shitty audio quality. You'll just have to deal with that. I'm sorry. But yeah, and now I'm going to go shopping to the local drugstore. I think there is a difference between a German drugstore and, like, for example, an American drugstore. Like, for us, a drugstore is like where you get your shampoo and stuff. You can buy it in most grocery stores, but yeah, no. I feel like we have different concepts of how different shops are called and whatnot, and there are no exact equivalents in the English language. I might be wrong about this, but that's just how I feel about it, because most grocery stores aren't like just grocery stores over here. Like, we have supermarkets, and that we just kind of call them. Yeah. I don't know, it's complicated. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the place where you buy shampoo and stuff. Even though today I'm not going to buy shampoo. But yeah, maybe I'll do a little haul later when I get home. Yeah, so there's that. By the way, this is my sitting spot. And it is now considerably drier than it was before, which is a bad sign. These ones are also invasive here. Some people put them in their gardens, which would be fine, but they spread like hell, so now they're everywhere. Do you guys think I can do a pull-up? I haven't tried that in years. I think I'm gonna try. Alright, so you will find that my attempt looks quite pathetic. Because I have indeed not done this in years and I really need to work out more. But yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean when I say I would like to have some strength. I want to be able to do that. That's like a bare minimum kind of fitness for me. Like, I should be able to do that. For me, that is realistic to achieve that goal if I train. But it might take about forever. So I just wanted to film myself while walking, and I brought my not selfie stick because I don't have one to hold it like this. But it just broke. So that's great. I mean, I've been working with this super cheap thing since forever. I do have a new one, but it's like really big. I might get another one of these. It has lasted me for like 4 years, which is alright for such a cheap thingy. And it's like nice and small and stuff. And yeah, but what I actually wanted to tell you, hold on, I'm gonna switch. Sorry for how my face is not quite in the sun, but also whatever. I don't know where the sun came out now. It's like really hot and I hate it. I did go to the store and I could not resist. I tried some new perfumes and I did spray two. There we go. And the one fresh out of the bottle smelled really nice, but on my skin it starts to morph into something that reminds me of my dead grandma. Like, that's not inherently a bad thing, but not how I want to smell. I don't want to smell like my dead grandma. She had a lot of different perfumes actually, but this feels like if you mixed them all and made them less intense, that's what you'd get. Oh, joggers. And the other one smelled a little worse out of the bottle. Still good, but a little worse. But on my skin it smells better. It's a floral, which is kind of weird because I don't really like floral smells, but in the end, on my skin, they tend to be less florally and just kind of sweet with a hint of floral, and that just kind of works. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll show you later anyway. And I got myself a snack. Hold on. Can I get it? Just put it in my pocket. There, these ones. I always get these ones because I love them so much. I cannot get more than one because I will eat them immediately. So I am going to eat them while I walk. Which is fine. I am a little bit hungry, and I'm sorry for living like that, but I did not bring my sunglasses, so this is way too light for me. I'm very light sensitive, and I don't have a sun hat or anything. This is bad. I did not expect it to get sunny. It looked like it would rain, but there are some clouds coming back, so I hope I'll get home under cover. I still love that effect. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so shiny. I have very oily skin in my face, which is funny because I have rosacea. Is that how you pronounce it? I still haven't looked at how to pronounce that. Well, that's what it's called in German. And usually with that you get like really dry skin. But I'm oily, like super duper oily. Give me a second, I got it. This is bugging me. Give me a second. Okay, that's better. So, this video is probably already horrendously long, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna make it even more long. What the fuck? No, even longer. Sorry. Because I decided to do a short haul because I want to. That's why. So I got these because I always get these. They're like a good compromise because usually when you have an oat drink, an oat milk, it's like there's always some kind of oil in it, I guess for better texture or something, I don't know. And I don't want to drink that much oil, but this oat drink, Hafer drink is what it's called in German, also has some soy in it, and for some reason that also means that it has less oil in it. Like, it's very comparatively, it's a little oil and more soy, so I go with these because, as a matter of fact, I don't like soy milk. I don't like the taste of it. I just do not. I wish I did, but I don't. Like, at all. And
I do like oat milk. I really love oat milk, so this seems like a good compromise because it tastes fantastic. I have nothing to complain about, and it's not full of oil. Just a little bit of oil. I hope this isn't too loud on the mic when I put stuff down. And I also get supplements in general because I'm vegan, like B12 and stuff, but I also take omega-3 stuff. Like, I always get different ones, but right now I got this one because it probably maybe helps with inflammatory stuff and shit, and I have endometriosis, so I want to be on the safe side, and it's not too expensive, so yeah, going for that because the Lebensmittel, god damn it, food, you call it food, the food that contains it, I don't really like walnut oil and stuff like that, and I can't eat that many walnuts, so you know, and I think chia seeds, but you can't eat too much of them, and then there's also oil of that, but that's like insanely expensive, and it goes on and on like that, so I just take a supplement, you know, and there's that, and I also decided to eat some of this, like it's basically the pre-version of vitamin A, because I realized, hey, I don't eat carrots at all, and I don't eat many red foods in general. Maybe I should look out for that. Probably just some paranoid thinking, and I probably invest too much in supplements. I'm gonna be so honest. Like, I should not do this probably, but I'm not perfect, so here we are. Why do I do this? I don't know. And I told you about perfume, and it's this one. Can you see that? Probably not. It's too light. I'm so sorry. There we go. And yeah, it smells like super florally when you smell it fresh out of the bottle, but my nails, my super soft nails, will budge before the fucking paper. Okay. Yeah, but on my skin, some floral scents will just go really sweet, but not foodie sweet, not, you know, but just, I guess, florally sweet, and the floral scent itself goes down a little bit, and that just works really well for me. That's just exactly what I want to smell like kind of sweet, but not like out of a bakery or something, but just, I don't know, a general sweetness, I suppose, with like a hint of fresh, and some florals do that for me, like they smell exactly like what I'm looking for, which is really funny because fresh out of the bottle they just smell like florals, and I don't really like them too much. I don't know, it's a thing. And I got myself a new lip balm. I've had this one for a year, and so I bought a new one because you're supposed to switch them out after a year. It's not quite empty even, but I feel like after a while you can smell that it's going off, like especially these ones, because this has no scent of its own, or I guess it has some kind of natural scent in it, but it's not scented, so when it starts developing an odor, you know for a fact that it's done. And I think I've had it for about a year, probably like a tiny little bit less, maybe 11 months, but it's all right. It's not the cheapest one, but again, it's vegan, and it lasts for a year, so I'm fine using it for that long. I should probably have a nap after this, like eat some bread and have a nap. I feel like I'm getting a bit, if that makes sense. And I got myself some food as well. This is like falafel with curry. I don't know if it's good. This is my first time buying it. It's not the cheapest one, but I always like to have some kind of instant food stuff at home because I'm used to being sick all the time. And this is... I am medicated now for my endometriosis, and that has helped a lot with that, to be honest. It's crazy. Like, I don't have to plan my entire life around my period. That's insane, especially with with irregular periods. Like, have you tried planning around that? It's hard. But yeah, creature of habit, I like to always have some at home just in case I have to lay in bed for a couple days. And while I was at it, I also got myself some noodles because I love noodles, and this is Farfalle butterfly ones because I like them best, to be honest. And yeah, these are whole wheat ones because I like trying to make healthy choices, so I try to buy the whole wheat bread and the whole wheat noodles and stuff like that. That's the haul. That's all I got because I don't know. I go there like every week or every other week, and I get a lot of different stuff from different stores. And I only went to this one store today, so yeah. As I said, I think I'm gonna eat some bread, some nice bread for lunch, and then I'm gonna have a nap, and after that I still have some work to do, and I should probably stop talking now because otherwise I'm just gonna start being absolutely incoherent and talking about nothing at all. Okay, you will see me doing stuff next. This is my simple lunch for today. And now you can watch me varnish some shelves. Some of them are for my books. I already did a lot of those, and this is just the final few, I guess. And as you can see, there's also a cupboard, and those big shelves are for inside the cupboard, and I also will varnish the top of the cupboard. Everything is so that I can clean it easier, because if you just have like raw wood, I don't know how to express this in English, but I think you know what I mean, like unvarnished, like nothing done to it. If you try to just go over it with a wet piece of cloth, it's just, I don't know, the dust just kind of ripples and you can't get all of it off. So I like to varnish all of my wood, and it also makes it last longer. And since I don't plan on ever throwing it out unless I really, really have to, because something bad happened to it, I'm quite fine with it being varnished, even though it's not like ideal for recycling and stuff. Like, I don't plan to recycle it, I want to keep it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here, and it took me forever to get through everything, and as I said, these are the last couple pieces. I did my nails very badly, as you can see. I never managed to not get my skin, but I don't mind. After the weekend it will be gone and it will look alright. And this was my last big task for the day, which is to just tidy up my room, and as you can see, I was already in potato mode. These are actually long pajama pants that I cut off because I am very small, so basically all pants or trousers or whatever you want to call them are too long for me, and the only trousers, pants, whatever you can get that are shorter are usually, well, jeans, and I don't like to wear them. They feel horrible, and so I just cut off my lounge wear. Of course I can't do that with the pants I wear outside, so I like to buy ones that have like an elastic band around the ankle so that, you know, they don't go on the ground. But yeah, not much to say about what it is that I'm actually doing, because as I said, I'm just tidying up basically, and it's quite the chaos. On the left on the shelves, everything is just standing there that usually goes into the cupboard, but of course that has to properly dry after I varnished it, so everything goes into the shelves and it looks ridiculous, but that's not the usual state of affairs in my room.
Not that I'm the most tidy person, but you know. Alright, so I have successfully survived the day and did a little bit of this and that. Had an entire bag of crisps for dinner. Don't do that. Crisps aren't healthy and you should not have them as a meal, and you should not have an entire bag of them at once. I am feeling a little bit nauseous because I did that. Not my best decision, but sometimes that happens. Anyway, I, did some tidying up and stuff like that. Spent my day with a lot of, I don't want to say insignificant tasks, because when you put them all together, they make quite a difference, and it's important to do all that stuff. But I think you know the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, like putting things away and cleaning here and there and doing things that you have been meaning to do for months but you haven't got around to because your brain has decided that a 2-minute task is actually like the devil and you cannot confront him. So I did those things today, most of them, not all, and yeah, so it was quite successful, and I did not film much of it because that's kind of boring. But yeah, it was fun. It's dark outside now, and I did all the stuff that I set out to do, I think, I hope. And yeah, I think that's it for the video because I'm kind of tired and I wouldn't even know what to talk about, and the ring light is blinding me right now because I'm tired. So I'm just gonna go to bed, and whatever it is that you are doing currently, I hope you're being successful with it and that you are having a nice day, or have had a nice day, or have a nice day ahead of you. You get the idea, and I hope to see you next time. Okay, bye!